Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Corey Hennessy, and in this video, we're going to go through the opportunities tab in GoHighLevel. I'm going to show you how to set up some opportunities, how to manage your pipelines, and it should be a pretty quick video, so sit back and hopefully you'll enjoy. So let's get into what a pipeline looks like or what an opportunity looks like. So once you're on GoHighLevel, you obviously have on the left-hand side your menu. You'll have the opportunities tab that you're going to want to click. In this demo account, I think I have 2 pipelines already set up. Marketing is usually the default one. So this is the default pipeline when you first set up GoHighLevel. You'll probably have your new lead, your hot lead, new booking, visit attended, sale, and left a review. Now, if you want to change this in any way, all you have to do is go to the top left. You'll see the option for pipelines. We'll hit edit. We want to edit the marketing pipeline, and let's make it more catered to our business. So for this example, let's say we are a construction company. So let's do sales pipeline. It could be marketing. It could be whatever you want to keep it as. Name it something that's relates to your business. So sales pipeline. So mostly you're going to have a new lead. Now you could factor these into social channels if you wanted. Maybe you want to do Facebook leads. You want to do Google leads separately. But we normally do new lead and we just track that stuff in the source. So once you have a new lead, what we do is we have a day 2. So your day 2, you're going to follow up. Day 3, you're maybe going to do automated. So we can send email plus SMS once they're added to this section. That you can set up in the automations. I have a video on that, so you can go check that out if you're wondering how to set up the automations. So day 3, we're going to do that. And then let's do day 3 to 5. So that's going to go for 2 days. And then the last one is going to be day 6. And this will be final follow up. Now, this is based on if you're doing digital marketing, you're bringing in leads, and the sales cycle is going to be a lot slower or the intent is a lot higher. Because in this case, you're going to be calling your leads, texting your leads, following up the leads a lot more within that period. And the goal is to book them in for a consultation call. Now, depending on your business, this cycle could be a lot longer. Maybe you want to contact your leads manually for 2 weeks. You want to call them, you want to text them for 2 weeks to really get them onto the phone and booked in for a consultation call. But if you have a lot of volume and you're going through a lot of leads, you need to use automation to optimize that the best way possible. So after the day 6, if you've been manually following up and you haven't got somebody to book in, we can put in no response. And then we're going to add a stage by just clicking on the add stage button. What we're going to do is we're going to do call booked. So maybe we did get people to book in. Maybe the next stage would be proposal sent. So the person has showed up for the call. We can even add attended call. So this will allow you, if you're the business owner or the business owner, to fill in or move the person across to the attended call. So you know after the call has been booked, the call took place, the person showed up for the call, and now it's going into the proposal stage. So as I said, this is a construction company. Maybe they're sending out a proposal. Before that, they could even have something called a home visit, where maybe you need to go to the property. If you're in roofing, if you're in solar, if you're in construction, you're going to have to go to the actual property. You're going to have to take measurements. So we would call that a home visit. And we could say home visit scheduled. And usually that will take place just after the attended call. So that's what will take place on this call, is trying to schedule an actual physical go to the home, visit, take measurements, and give a proposal. And as I said before, depending on your business, you can move this around. Once that's sent, we're going to change left the review to closed 1, closed, lost. And then what you can also add, and it's something we do, is LTN, which we call long term nurture. And what you're going to do is anybody that showed interest before but maybe just went cold, or maybe it's just not responding, you're going to move them to your long-term nurture, and you're going to set up an automation to send out an email, a text message once a week. So you're following up with those leads in the background once they go past this 6-day period, and you're still contacting them, and you're going to have a chance of maybe 20%, 10% of those people re-engaging and actually booking in again from the messaging that you're sending out in the background. But it just allows you to not just put all of your leads into lost or maybe somewhere that you're not following up with them, because you can definitely get some people to book back in and some people to show interest. Maybe they were just busy for a week or two. So that's a new pipeline, fully structured, fully set up. If you want to have them show up on your dashboard, you can turn on visible in funnel chart, visible in pie chart. That's going to show them on the main dashboard when you log in. If we hit save now, it's going to update the pipeline. To make a new one, you just click the button in the top right. If we go back to the opportunities now, we'll see our name has updated. We have new lead. We have day 2 follow-up, day 3 to 5 automated email, SMS, final follow-up, no response, call booked, attended call, home visit scheduled, proposal sent, close won, close lost, and long-term nurture. Now, maybe you want to add an opportunity. You just hit the button in the top right. We can put in a contact. So if you don't have a contact, you can type it in and create one. It's going to come up create contact. If you have a contact that's already come in, it's gonna automatically fill in on your opportunities if you have an automation set up. But for this one, let's just put in me. I should have a account, so let's leave it as this. We'll change this to my agency email, and then we have phone number, opportunity name, the pipeline that it's in. You can choose the stage that you want the person to be in, or if you want to update the opportunity, you can edit it here. The status open, so the deal is open or the opportunity is still open. It hasn't been lost or won or abandoned. Opportunity value, this is good if you know the value of your average project, or if you've already sent out a proposal, you can update this field with the cost of the project. So for example, our clients that do tiny homes, modular homes, roofing, they would put here $15,000, $152,000. They can fill in the information, and then it gives us an insight into the value of that deal, and also your internal team on the revenue that you're making from the projects being closed. Owner, you can put in if you have accounts on the profile that you're on or on the dashboard that you're on. You can assign people. This one doesn't have any users because I'm just logged in as an admin. But if you had all of your staff here, you could assign a certain staff member to this opportunity. Maybe it's a sale rep, maybe it's a manager. The managers would usually go in the follower tab. So if you want to keep track of your sales members' opportunities, you can add yourself as a follower. Or if you are a sales rep, you'd put yourself down as an owner of the opportunity, and it's your job to follow up with that person. If it's a B2B lead, you can add the business name, the source. Now you can automatically pull this in from platforms like Facebook, Google, but if you're manually adding it, more than likely it's a referral, or it could be just manual outreach that you've done, or maybe it's a flyer drop, it's visiting homes. Whatever your business model is, you can put in the opportunity source. And then tags you can use to just add tags based on, here's some examples, but end of 10 days, end of certain automations, buyer lead revival. This could then put them into an automation. A lot of different stuff you can do with tags. So if we hit create, it's going to pull in the opportunity. Now if we wait, so now we can see the information. If you want to see more information on your opportunities, in the top right hand side you have manage fields. You can click. It's going to give you an overview of what the card could look like with full information. So you'll see with the source, it opens up. With 50,000, it adds more. So let's add that information, and you're going to see that this will get a little bit bigger. So let's do $50,000 like the example. Let's do source Google Ads. Update. We're going to see the card will now populate with that information. So there we have it. We have the opportunity source, we have the value, we have the options on the opportunity itself. So if you want to call someone directly, you can just click on the actual call. It's going to call straight away. View conversations, that means you can go in, you can send email, SMS, and WhatsApp messages in the conversation tab. Tags, you can add a tag really quickly. Notes, you can add a note really quickly. Add a task, so maybe you're on the phone to a lead and they say, can you call me back next week? You can add a task here to notify you via email, SMS, to call that lead again, so you won't forget to follow up with your leads. and then book an appointment. So if you're using the calendar and you're using the booking system, you can add that person in for an appointment. It's going to send them a Google invite. It's going to send you a Google invite, and then they'll move to your call book section. So if we booked myself in for a call, or if you booked one of your clients in for a call, you can just drag and drop along the pipeline section, and you can put them into call booked. Now, maybe in your business, you're going to have different people take the calls. Once someone takes the call, they can then move them along the next section. But at least everybody has a clean overview of the pipeline, similar to any CRM like HubSpot or any sales system that you might be using in your business at the moment. Super easy to use. Probably the best feature on GoHighLevel is something as simple as the pipelines. I love how easy it is to use. I love how easy it is to call, send SMS, and add tags. All of the stuff that you can do just from right within the dashboard, and even the tabs on the left hand side. It's just super easy to use. So that was a pretty quick video. Hopefully you got all the information that you need when it comes to the pipelines, the opportunities. If you did enjoy, I'd appreciate if you could subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.